everyone, I'm Linda Loveland with the North Carolina Farm Bureau. I'm here with Kelly Archambault, and this is our Ask a Farmer video series to complement our magazine. And we're going to be talking about trade today. We are in Hope County on your farm. We're actually in part of the cotton gin, I guess. So Kelly, first of all, just kind of give us a broad overview of what you farm here.
Okay, we're row crop farmers, and we grow mainly cotton because we do have the cotton gin, so we need to make sure that we're supporting it. We also grow corn, soybeans, wheat, but cotton is our main crop. And this is the seed house that's part of the gin system where we store the seed, so we have a place to hold it while we wait to send it out, and that's why trade is so important.
It is, because that's one of the things we've been talking about. And row crop commodities certainly are when it comes to trade, I mean, that's critical for them. How have you been affected by trade? We know we've heard about the low commodity prices and obviously what's been going on with China, but even the situation that you had was a little different than that.
Of course, you know, trade affects everything all the way through, but one of the situations that stood out where it kind of put us in a standstill was several years ago with our cottonseed. And we sell our seed to dairy farmers all along, but that was usually what we kind of worked on towards the end of the gin season or during the summer, what we stored. So we didn't have to store all of it during the whole season. We sold to an oil mill, and we could load it straight and send it right away. So as we're ginning, the seed would be loaded, sent down there. We had operating money coming in during the whole season, and then we dealt with sending it to dairy farmers, you know, more they'd come and get some during the season, but it wasn't like as needed. So when we started ginning, we got a call that the oil mill was shutting down. They were not going to take any seed this year, but we had no idea, but we were already starting. So we had to start immediately filling the seed houses, which we did not have the capacity to hold the whole season's worth of seed. And in that meantime, we were searching for answers. Could we get more to the dairies faster? Could they take it now? That wasn't possible. We ended up a shelter where we kept our cotton pickers and our combines and tractors. We had to close it in immediately, and I'm talking as fast as I've ever seen anything get done. And so that was added expense and no operating money coming in. So without that part of the trade that we were counting on, it put us in quite a bind. So financially, storage-wise, everything. Luckily, we ended up finding an outlet with Korea, and they were shipping it directly there, which came in and helped. But that year, we filled up every place we could fill up with cottonseed and move forward, and keeping that line of communication open, keeping good relationships with the other countries or wherever it be, because we need this outlet whenever, wherever we need it. And, you know, keeping the U.S. being looked favorable on for trade is important, as we've seen with the new trade issues. So, you know, that's probably one of our worries to this day now is, are other countries going to look favorably on us? Can we keep good relationships with them so we can continue trade, so we don't end up with issues like we did at that point?
And you were really in a bind because, I mean, it happened very suddenly, and you had to get rid of your cottonseed. I mean, it needed to go someplace quickly. Wow, and Korea opened up.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. And you still trade with them today?
We do. We still trade with them. That didn't move as quickly as we would have liked it, so we did end up having to come up with other storage. We did end up having to get an operating loan based on what our worth of our cottonseed, so we could move and continue to pay all the operating expenses along the way. But it did open up pretty soon within that time, and we were able to get it out of here. And but yes, you know, trade's important in every industry, but that's all we do is we grow things in order to trade.
That's right. And what's the status right now? How are things right now as far as?
Cotton's great. Usually we are at this point always sending seed out through the summer, but we're at a good point where we had plenty of houses to house them and get it out the summer. Now we have built 2 more seed houses since that happened. So we haven't had to use the shed any longer, but we do have 2 very large seed houses. This is one of them that we built since then, and we have an identical one right beside us. Okay. So in hopes that would never happen to us again. So if something does come up, we do have storage capacity now. And we did use all 4 houses this year, but it was going out regularly. But we had a great year this year, thank goodness. The weather was good and the yields were high, so.
great, because you don't get that. I mean, you're completely at the mercy of all that. So good.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.